What's up guys, Riley here, and today we're going to be trying out some new tires for the future Bronco build. We're going to test them out on the rock course, see how they do, and see if we really like them enough to put on the Bronco when we get that running. Alrighty, so here they are. Today we're going to be swapping some Proline Super Swampers with the whole cone wheels onto the green C10, the main C10 of the channel. Like I said, we're going to be trying these out. We're hoping to put these on the Bronco in the future. Hint, hint, we're going to be getting the Bronco back together. We're going to be throwing some portals and stuff on it later on. Hopefully do a 4th of July build, so please stay tuned so you can check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and pull these wheels out of the package. As soon as I got them, I noticed that they are honestly pretty heavy. For being plastic wheels. They are pretty big tires. I think they're like 57 to 58 millimeters. So we'll compare them to the LGRP Swamp Kings, Little Guy Racing Parts. They are the mini Swamp Kings, so they're 57 millimeters. So they're not gonna. These aren't gonna be much bigger than the Swamp Kings, but pulling them out, they just look so nice. I like these. I really like the design of them. One reason I went with these tires was because they are a very scale tire. So if you look at pictures or watch any sort of rock crawling in real life, this is what you're going to find on a lot of trucks out there. So that's really why I went out and got these, is just for the scale appearance of them. And I'm sure that this tread is probably just as good on the RC trucks as it is on real life-size rock crawlers. But just feeling it right now, it seems pretty soft, definitely really squishy. I've got a feeling that we're going to have to vent the wheels because, you know, when you squish it, they really balloon up. So we may have to vent the wheels there. But other than that, I really like that they come with the rims. I think that Proline is a very good beginner tire. If you guys know, Proline has probably the best beginner tires that you can get, starting with the Hyrax. The reason I say that is because it does come with the plastic rims. Now, spending a little money on the plastic rims can hurt you when you're doing a build and you're adding rims, but if you're starting off in the hobby and you want to get tires and stuff, but you don't want to spend the money on getting rims, depending on where you get it. If you go to A-Main, you're probably looking from probably from $25 to up to like $70 or $80 in rims. Most of the rims on there are like $60, or not $60, yeah, about $60 for 4, but like $20-25 for 2 rims, and you have to get 4. But that's what's really nice about the Proline. They come with the plastic rims, and you don't have to worry about getting rims. So that's going to be nice today. We won't have to swap these rims onto these to get them on the build. All we got to do is undo the wheel nut and get these on. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get them on. As you can see, I mean, they just look so scale, and I can't wait to get these on. I can't wait to try them out. Alrighty, so here we have 2 out of 4 on. I've got 2 on this side. And one thing I didn't notice before that I am noticing now is they're definitely a lot skinnier. Definitely a skinny tire, which can be nice because it'll help keep clear from the body. Also, the rims have a pretty good offset. I think it's the same offset as the Endura wheels I have here. These are the stamped steel. I think these would be stamped steel bead locks. They're just kind of the wagon wheel, trailer style wheel that a lot of people tend to run on their rigs. But a quick comparison, it's actually looking, if you can see that, it's actually looking like the LGRP, Little Guy Racing Parts, Swamp Kings are a little bit bigger. Surprisingly, I thought that these were going to be bigger than the Swamp Kings, but doesn't seem like it, which is okay. I'm not too worried about the the size of them, honestly. I know they seem to be a pretty good medium tire. As you can see, I got plenty of body space. so hopefully we don't have any rubbing issues, and they look pretty good on here. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the other two on, and we'll get on the course. Alrighty, so there we go. I've got all 4 tires on, and I'm kind of digging the black look with the green or bluish body. I really like these wheels. I like the design of them, even though they're plastic. But it's a pretty cool design to have when you get these tires. But so far, it looks pretty good. I really like the scale look of these tires, especially with the C10 body. It just looks really good. So we're going to go ahead and get these out on the rock course. Hopefully it won't storm on us, but we'll see what we can get done. Alrighty, so starting off on this course, I'm just going to run through it, and then we'll hit a couple lines and see how they do. We are getting our wheels stuck down in there. Axle hung down on the bottom of this rock. There we go. No problem. Right here. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do the ramp here. This is set how it will usually do. Like when I have the Swamp Kings on it, this is about the best my truck will do. So keep in mind we do have way less weight. The only weight we technically have is going to be just brass steering links, knuckles, and diff covers. I don't have much more weight than that. As long as we give it a bump, it seems like it does pretty good. But slowly, you can't really slow crawl up it, so I'm sure that some weight on these tires will definitely fix this. But as you can see, it will get up there full throttle. We'll go ahead and try the side hilling on these. We'll see how they do. Not too bad actually, especially for them to be a thinner tire. They're not as wide, so I'm not getting as much sideways grip, I guess you could say. Looks like they're having a pretty hard time. Let's see if we can try and angle it. Not too bad. But then again, the plywood is somewhat slick. But so far, pretty good. I really like these tires. They were very smooth on the rock course from what I've done so far. I did take them over it one time before I started videoing. And they've done pretty good so far. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit a couple actual lines and see how they do. Alright, so as always, we're going to go ahead and hit this, see if we can get the right side and the left side. So I'll sit you guys down and we'll get to driving. Looks like we're having somewhat of a hard time. There we go. We got that right side pretty good. It just took a second to figure out these tires. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and try that left side again. It is pretty vertical, and I think my shocks have changed up on me. There we go. There it is. No problem that time. Got it first try. We'll go ahead and see if maybe that was luck or not. There we go. Did it again. No problem. Alright, so there you have it. That was pretty good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the next obstacle. Alright, so here we have again another incline. I think the inclines are really what puts the tires to the test, especially this one. This one's really hard to find grip. See if we can hold this line. Usually I can grab the right side of the rock and it'll carry on up. It doesn't seem like these tires want to do that. We go all the way up? No? Oh, there we go. I gave it some throttle and it went up pretty good. We'll go ahead and give that another try. See if we can do that again. Oh man, there we go. That was pretty good. Third time's the charm. Oh, we almost got it there. There we go. 3 times in a row. Not too bad. So far they seem to be pretty good. So as you can see, it is starting to rain. So if we don't make it in time, we'll definitely be putting these tires to the test on some wet rock. Oh, no problem. Right here's where it really hangs up on the chassis. Very smooth. I'll move you guys over and do that again so you can get a better view of that. Wow, that was just amazing. That was really, really smooth. Alrighty, so here we go. We're going to be hitting our last line. We're literally just going to be coming up that. It's a pretty steep incline with a lot of different angles and rocks and such. Looks like we got our rock really pinching the tire down there. I think that's really going to throw us off. Oh, we got over the side, but that's not where we want to go. Try number 2. Definitely going to pay attention to our line this time. Try and stay away from that area where we got pinched. Ah, we did it again. We just went over kind of to the side. We're trying to make it up right here. We'll come over to this rock a little more. It's a pretty challenging line, even for the Swamp Kings. Oh, we flipped back. We'll definitely get up it if you give it some speed. Third time was the charm. There we go. As you can see, it will go up it. You just got to give it a good old bump to get over that first part, really. These tires do pretty good with speed. I've really noticed that. Lightweight and speed. I have a pretty light rig here. That's what I kind of went for. But not too bad. Alright, so there we go. These are a pretty great tire. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, these are going to be a very good beginner tire because you're also going to get your plastic rim with it, and it's not glued, it's a bead lock, which is definitely a plus because it's a lot easier to swap some aftermarket wheels on it. So we're definitely going to be keeping these on the C10, this C10, until we can get the Bronco done and the portal axles in. They'll be here soon, hopefully. Go ahead and break them in, get some running on them for the Bronco, so that when we get the Bronco together, they'll already be in very good shape. I do have to say, I think they could use a little bit of venting that might help on the inclines, let that tire squish a little bit more. Other than that, the foam is pretty soft. I think the foam's fine. And really, all I need to worry about is venting the either tires or the rims. Another thing is, I really think that the tire itself is pretty soft, especially the lugs. They're pretty soft for what they look like. They definitely looked like they were going to be a lot more stiff in photos and such. And they do have a very good side grip with these side lugs. I really do like that on the tire. The Little Guy Racing Parts Swamp Kings has pretty good side grip on their mini Swamp Kings, and I'm sure on, you know, their large ones. But I really like when a tire has some pretty good side grip, especially these. Another thing is, like I was saying when we were on the ramp, I think they could do better with, obviously, a little more weight in the wheels. So maybe if I threw these wheels on them, they would be a lot better on the ramp. I think they would get up there a lot easier, keep it a little more planted. But other than that, I really think these are, I'm sure these are going to be a good heavyweight tire, so good for a rig with a lot of weight. And as you can see, they're good for a rig with minimal weight. I'm not running much weight on this. This is probably going to be the lightest rig we have right now, surprisingly. Well, really not surprisingly, it's lighter than everything. So it's definitely a lightweight rig, and these do pretty good with it being lightweight. Alrighty, so I think that's about it. I definitely recommend these tires. I think they're a pretty good medium-sized tire, along with the 57mm Swamp Kings. They're definitely a good medium-sized tire on a rig. As you can see, they fit really well on this truck. They're a little smaller than I was thinking, but they fit really good, and it's a very scale tire, especially if anybody's going for a scale build. I feel like this style tire isn't scale towards the Bronco body, but we'll see how we like that. But other than that, guys, link in the description for these tires at A-Main Hobbies. I think they're like $26. Definitely worth it. Think you should go check them out at least. But other than that, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.